time as there's a return here.
He's at the 50, the 40, one man to beat, and what a tackle! The ball is loose! The ball came out! Panther Creek motioning frantically, and Panther Creek gets it! Back into the original line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Pitch to Essien. Essien has some room. Makes a man miss. Essien down the sideline at the 30, the 20, the 10, and he's going to do it. The Liberty Redhawks score a touchdown. Marin Ngomo with pressure, and Marin Ngomo goes down. The ball is loose. Picked up by the Redhawks. The Redhawks erupt for a huge defensive play there. So Panther Creek and their offense will take the field. Graylin Fry, joined by Seth Jackson in the backfield. Fry airing it out, wants it on a single play, and it's caught! What a catch by Jalen Lott! Ibrahim Lofty.
Oh, look at this.
Some flea flicker action for Liberty
going
deep.
Get that.
Has a man and it's caught! Still going. First play of the game.
Wow.
Reed Summers. Second and 16. Looking downfield, but that's intercepted into the hands of Seth Jackson, who stiff-arms a man before he goes out of bounds. It's all led to this. Spring 7-on-7, summer workouts, fall ball, and 11 weeks of high school football. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round one of the UIL 4A state playoffs. Tonight we have a bi-district matchup between the Panther Creek Panthers and the Pinkston Vikings. Welcome to the Frisco Sports Network. My name is Siddartha Manubothu. I'm joined tonight by Wesley Berder. Wesley, how are you doing? I don't know how much favors our Nat mic is doing here, but you can really feel the energy, and it's really loud as Atari swings it to Wade. Wade driving, runs into a brick wall. Cox on the corner for three. It's good! Christian Cox drills the three. Independence 11, Centennial 5 with 6:55 left in the second. 1 point game yet again.
What a bucket by Jeffrey.
It's Elder the other way. Floater is good as time expires. Hand off to Herbert. Herbert loses the ball, stolen by Wade. Down court, wide open layup, sinks it. Independence up 15-8, and Centennial calls the timeout, trying to stop the bleed. Humphrey's punt bounces inside the 10. Looks like a Panther may have touched that one a bit early. Might have bounced a couple yards extra, but a beautiful punt by Nick Humphrey.
From their own 5.
Pinkston, whose offense has struggled at times tonight, going to start this drive inside their own 5-yard line.
And being inside your own 5-yard line when you're down 21-0, it does not help, especially with how much pressure these Panthers have put on them all game.
Operating inside his own end zone, Olby hands this off to Williams. Williams finds the edge, has some room, gets to the 30-yard line. Tonarian Williams with a big gain there to give this Vikings offense some breathing room.
And that's exactly what they needed. They need a little bit of a spark, and that looked like it will help them out here as they get another first down.
Himself dives forward a couple of yards.
Obi with a keeper and about a 3-yard gain. Tackle to number 42. Tristan Woods Jackson.
First tackled by Tristan Woods Jackson, who had a couple big plays for them earlier in the game, including forcing that fumble on the kick return. hands this one off to Williams. Williams finds a gap. Picks up the first down and some more. This run game, which hasn't exactly worked for this Pinkston offense, finally starting to pick up some steam.
And they're finally showing some life out there. They have not been able to produce all game. And finally they're coming out there, they're getting those big yards, they're making those big plays, and they're going to try and come back from this 21-0 deficit.
And one thing I'd like to see from this Pinkston offense is a bit more passing, right? Obviously, the run has worked for you a couple times. The Panther Creek also knows this. They've been bringing their corners and linebackers a bit lower as Obi throws a swing pass outside. And Eureka Walker-Mike picks up 8 yards on that one. So, you know, maybe this Vikings offense is tuning to the stream. Maybe they're listening to what I say because I've been predicting them perfectly. Obi takes off himself, breaks his tackle, still running. No one has tackled Coleman Obi, who picks up the first down and some more. I for sure thought he would have gone down after 5 or 6 yards, but instead he gets 20 on that one.
I think Obi himself thought he was going to go down there. I don't know if you noticed, but he completely froze for a solid 2 seconds there before he picked it back up and got a few more yards.
Williams dives forward, gets a gain of about 4, and for the first time tonight, Wesley, this Pinkston offense is showing signs of life.
And they're almost in the end zone here, and this is exactly what they needed. They've driven from the 5-yard line all the way down to the field here, and they are doing a great job here.
He takes off, reaches forward, gets about 3 yards, and this run is going to put the Pinkston Vikings in the red zone for the first time tonight.
And if you're Pinkston, you're thinking it is about time we got there. They've been grinding all game, and they are finally getting some big yardage here.
Hand off to Williams, who dives forward.
Williams with a 4-yard gain and another Viking first down.
Panther Creek, who minutes ago may have been pretty comfortable with their lead, cannot take their foot off the pedal here, right? Pinkston's offense is driving down the field and they're looking extremely effective. Just a couple plays is enough to change this game. As Pinkston is also going to get the ball to start the second half. Obi takes a run for a couple yards. Looks like that ball came loose, but they rule Obi down.
Recovered by number 70.
It was a fumble, but it was recovered by Adrian Ibarra, the 6'3" offensive lineman. So Ibarra, quick thinking prevents disaster for this Pinkston offense.
Especially with how good this drive has been for them. They did not want to go out this early, and especially in that way.
Obi took off, but looks like he slipped there. The turf monster got to him.
He was running there. He tripped on number 75, Kendrick Harris's foot there as he was trying to get some yardage there. Had his head up, didn't see the foot below him.
Kendrick Harris is their big center. And, you know, this is a real good player. 6'3", 310 pounds. And, you know, he's a pretty wanted man. Montana, North Texas, Oklahoma, Texas Tech, Texas State all want him, as that pass was too far for... That pass was too far for Eureka Walker-Mike, who has been their primary receiver early in this game. That pass attack was a bit off target. And as I was saying earlier, Wesley, Kenneth Harris Jr., their star center, is really the focus of this team. He's the big part of their offensive line. And that's really where everything starts from for the Pinkston offense. As Pinkston calls a timeout. I know, Wes, we got a chance to talk to Pinkston head coach earlier in the game. game. We talked to Derek Lewis pregame, and he was really emphasizing how everything starts with that big front seven.
I mean, absolutely. When we were talking, and he called him an amazing player. All 7 of his offers are exactly as they seem. He has been coaching Harris since the 7th grade. And it's also his senior season, so you know he wants to go out with a bang here with his senior center.
A lot of seniors on this team, including Kenneth Harris. You have Jay-Sean Webb, a couple more guys, but you know, this is a senior strong team, and who knows where you're going to be next year. Everything is on the table, right? All hands are dealt. Pinkston needs to score here. 4th and goal. Their offense is on the field. Gutsy call there by Derek Lewis. Let's see if it pays off.
It worked last time. Let's see if it happens again.
Obi takes off. Running forward. This one's going to be close here.
Obi with about a 4-yard gain. Picks up the first down for the Vikings.
4-yard gain, and he picks up the first down. So the Pinkston Vikings 2 for 2 on 4th down tonight.
And great blocking up front by his O-line there to push those defenders out of the way, give them a path to get to that first down. And you know, Sid, you talked about Kenneth Walker, Kenneth Harris, this being his senior season. We need to talk about his brother, Kendrick Harris, the 275, 6'4" freshman.
Hand off to Walker. Williams, gets a couple of yards.
Williams picked up about 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2.
2nd and goal from the 2. So Pinkston's offense struggling at times tonight, but they're on the brink of success. They can taste the end zone from here.
They're so close, they can smell it. They're going to try and push it in here.
Obi takes it himself. Pushing forward, did he get it?
Coleman Williams with the keeper. Not short of the goal line.
And that was
timeout, Panther Creek. That's their first.
Williams on the tush push. Didn't get it. Got yards, so it's going to be 1st and goal from the 1. Pinkston takes a timeout to talk this one over.
And 21-0 in this game so far. This actually is not the first time these two teams have met. Last season, Panther Creek defeating the Vikings 21-20 as Panther Creek had 218 yards, Pinkston had 332. And even a year ago, Pinkston was still a very run-focused team. They only had 1 passing attempt from former quarterback Eric Zachary, which led to an interception. But they had a combined 332 rushing yards, which really helped solidify only a 1-point loss. Very close game, very completely different than what we've seen so far.
If Pinkston wants to make this game competitive as well, they need to do something starting right here. Tush push is
touchdown, Pinkston.
Good. Pinkston gets the touchdown.
Coleman Obi with the keeper.
Coleman Obi kept this one himself. We had a bit of technical difficulties there. Sorry about that, but Pinkston scores their first touchdown of the game, starting to chip into this Panther Creek lead.
Exactly what they needed there. They are on track. They got themselves on the scoreboard for the first time this game with only 1:21 left until the halftime here. Looking to make it 7 with the extra point attempt.
The kick is up.
And the extra point is good.
Is good.
1 left in the half. Our score here, Panther Creek
21-7 1:21 left in the half. Angel Rodriguez made the extra point. So Pinkston finally showing a heartbeat. Panther Creek wants to respond here. They cannot let their foot off the gas.
The Knights to inbound as Centennial makes a substitution. In comes Jackson Butler for Davo Boley.
And Centennial's off-ball movement on offense just hasn't been up to bar, as they have been just a tad bit slow, and these passes just not going where they want.
Holloway driving, swings it to Cox. Cox inside. Trying to get the reverse. Holloway. It's going to be Katari on the right corner. Great ball movement yet again. Holloway escapes the trap. Laurent fakes a three, but it's going to be a travel. Picked up his pivot foot.
And that's unfortunate. He had an open look at the rim. Herbert takes it up. Herbert dribbling.
Great pass inside, is blocked off the backboard. Laurent, inlet to Russo. Holloway for three. No good. Great rebound by Qatar, who got up there.
And wow, he looked like an airplane in the air. Incredible.
Multiple Centennial Titans, despite being much shorter than them. Qatari driving.
And the 6-foot senior.
Qatari, Laurent for three. Short. Holloway gets the rebound.
And Independence just killing Centennial on the board.
And Centennial is doing a great job at forcing Independence on shooting from outside, but they need to collect a rebound here.
Laurent resets. Holloway in the corner. Driving. Swings it out to Russo. Russo to Laurent. Laurent for three. Block! What a block by Chebe! Oh my goodness. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the advantage of the Centennial Titans. They had the size, they have the height, and that was an amazing rejection right there.
The 6'5" senior getting the job done out deep. What an amazing block there.
Cox with the hesitation. Spin move out to Russo for three. Cash! The senior hits it. Drills that one from beyond the arc. Herbert trying to go fast here. It's going to be a foul. Call it a holding. And Holloway, who, just got out of the game, is going to check in for Qatari.
That's a
the
second
Knights are valuing speed over size right now.
That's a second on Qatari, I believe. And that's unfortunate for him. But Independence doing a great job there, finding an open look outside the arc. And they've got open looks at threes, and they just haven't fallen. Hopefully that's the start of some more going their way.
Schmid swings it to Herbert. Herbert back to Schmid.
And having Schmidt is so nice.
Holloway reached, almost got caught, but it's going to be Independence ball. Cox pushing. Made a man almost strip there. Mid-range upper, no good. Chebe able to pull in the rebound.
And Independence just continuing to crash the boards as Wade just not allowing Centennial to get an easy rebound. And it's making an open look for Centennial
Bebo
here.
for three, no good. Chebe gets the board over Wade. Fighting, goes up, it's good! I apologize, that is a travel. Thought the whistle was going to be a defensive foul, but they said Chebe picked up his feet a couple too many times. Independence doing a great job defensively. 21 seconds in the half. Independence up 19-10, and Centennial has not scored in a hot minute. It's been all Independence. It's been an all Independence game. Holloway to Cox, still behind the court. 11 seconds. It's going to be a backcourt violation. Centennial does not allow Cox to get past the midcourt line. Schmidt to inbound it. 10.3 seconds left. Can Centennial get one play off, get one bucket right here? Inside to Chebe. Chebe spinning, goes up, it's good, and the foul.
And they didn't give it to him last time, but they'll give it to him this time. And one for Nchebe.
Just a great effort there, putting the body on the line, not sacrificing it for that bucket, and drawing the N1.
And Independence finds themselves up, Centennial down, but they will appreciate how they end off this first half as they go into the second half of this must-win game for them.
And assuming we don't see a buzzer beater here.
Well, Wesley, you know, don't jinx it. 2.2 seconds left. You never know what's going to happen. Russo looking for an inbound. Holloway tosses it up. Cox for three. No good. And, you know, great play design there by Independence. I thought Holloway was going to be the one to shoot it, but he tossed a nice little lob pass to Cox, put up the shot. No good. As we going to go into the second half, Independence up 19-13. Wesley Schreck, what are you guys' thoughts on this game so far?